Morning, it's Saturday the 23rd of January 2021 at nearly 11 o'clock and my dog's just had another poo. So I'm going to put my phone down right here. I do hope we're well. These are the joys of owning a dog and being a bus driver. You know, picking up shit. So, but there's a reason why I'm doing this live today. Big reason. Let's get this working. There we go. There we go. So I do hope we're all well on this cold morning. Come on, Stanford. So it's just a quick one really, because I like this park. I like this park very much. Good morning, Stuart, bus driver. Good morning, Patrice. Let me just throw this full bag of poo in the bin. There we go. Yeah, Sarah's running videos. So yeah, I'm good. I'm good. So I'm in the park at the moment, and if you saw the thumbnail to this, you'll know that there are specific rules in the park currently, which were laid out in December, in fact before December, about keeping your dog on a lead. So this is gonna get on a few people's nerves, because it gets on my nerves no end. You know, it's like, what do you do? What do you do? You know, there's one. There's one. Honestly, 1 degree outside today. It is absolutely brass monkeys. Absolutely. You know, there's another one. You know, so it doesn't take much, does it? It doesn't take much to literally do what needs doing and have this attached to one of those. You see, so it doesn't take much. You know, we're walking in the park. What a lovely, lovely day. It's nice and sunny. Another one. Nice and sunny. You know, following the rules of social distancing in the park with the doggo on the lead. And there's another one. You know, it's like rules don't matter to people in the park when they should have their dogs. There's another one on a lead. It's like, why would it matter to anyone? Why? This is me having another rant at this time of the morning on a crisp Saturday. You know, I just don't understand why it's so difficult for people to keep their dogs on a lead. I don't get it. And what else? Another thing I don't understand is why there are so many people out and about. So many. Look, here's another one. Another one. Another one. There we go. It's like rules in the park don't matter to people, do they? I mean, why would they? I mean, it's not like there's a pandemic or nothing. It's not like if your dog comes up to my dog and your dog sniffs my dog's face and my dog don't like it, that's not my dog's fault, is it? No, it's your dog's fault. Which means you're then going to have to start running over to the same place I am to drag your shitty mutt off my dog and vice versa. That's not real good social distancing, is it? No. No. No, it's not. Not by a long shot. It doesn't take much to be a responsible dog owner. It really doesn't. You know, it's a simple case of keep your dog on a lead and have a pocket full of bags for picking up poo. That's all it is to be a responsible dog owner. And given the rules, given what's going on, I just don't understand why it's so difficult to follow. Oh, Richard, thank you very much. I don't believe you, but thank you very much. And I do apologise for not reading comments, because they are popping up on the screen, but you're on the gimbal today and I'm holding a dog on the lead like a responsible dog owner, so I can't scroll up. Morning Uh, boring, Chris. Ah, yeah. Good morning. I don't think you're really boring. You know, I mean, the fact that you're here watching me go live, you know, I think I'm the boring one because I constantly rant about something or the other. I never stop. I can't. Do you know what I can't believe? I can't believe I did a live the other night for nearly 3 hours. 3 hours live. I mean, I don't know who's crazier, me for going live for all that time, or you wonderful people for watching it live for all that time. And there were people watching it live from start to finish. I know this. I pay attention. I pay attention to the names that pop up on the screen when comments come up when I'm at home. But you know, this is what makes me laugh. I mean, I don't know what the time is. I don't even know what time is. I think it's around about 11 o'clock. And my dog's having another wee. Oh, good boy. My doggy, look. Where is he? Look, here he is. My gorgeous boy. He's the gorgeous one. Do more long lives, please. I would if I didn't keep my missus up with my booming voice. 10:55, says Patrice. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I have got a watch on, but it's underneath my sleeve and on my dog arm. But no, the thing is, I like doing long lives. Long lives for me is good. That's good for watch time, and it's good for me to vent. But I need to be very careful with what I say when I do a long live, because is a lot of things that I can and can't say in regards to work, and I'll never say anything bad about the company. We just make that fair. We just make that clear. I will never drag my company through the dirt, but I am going to be honest with what I'm told when I'm told it. So they have tried everything they can, I'll give them that, and they have looked after me. Management in particular have looked after me specifically since August 2019 due to my condition and such. So I'm not going to criticise them in the slightest. All I draw attention to is across the bus industry is some of the faults within the bus industry. You know, when I'm told something that I don't agree with, I'm not going to, point blank, I'm not going to agree with something. Chris, you got my negative results yesterday. Let me read that. Hang on a sec. Stanford, wait. Hang on, let's have a look. Got my negative results yesterday. Are you pleased for me? I'm always pleased for someone to get a negative result. Why don't you... Hang on a sec, Patrice. I do apologise. Let me read that. Well, don't talk about work, then talk about everything else. This is very true. This is very true. The thing is, I started this channel primarily to have a rant and to talk about buses because people like buses. But I can talk about, I mean, I have done for the last 3 years, talk about anything and everything, which I absolutely love doing and sharing with you guys. But no, Richard, I'm pleased that you've had a negative result. Anyone that has a negative test, I think it's a wonderful thing. You just have to make sure you keep up with the social distancing and the washing of the hands and the just being sensible, really. So this is what makes me laugh. Look, the amount of people over in this park currently with dogs that are off the lead. And I know it's a park, I know it's a public place, I get that, I understand it. But when there are rules up at every entrance to this park stating you have to keep your dog on a lead, I don't get why it's so damn difficult to follow. I mean, there's only one place really. There's one place really you can let a dog off the lead in this park. The first is down there, if you can get in there, because it's all fenced off, but it is possible. And the second, look, there's another one over there, look. And the second is over there by the steps. You've got the first flight of stairs, and then there's a movable barrier, which is supposed to be there for health and safety reasons, but it is movable, and you can get your dog down there. But it wasn't a COVID test. You know what, it doesn't matter what test it's for. If you have any kind of medical test and it's a negative, I think more than likely a negative test is going to be a good thing. We can all make our own jokes and laughs over such things, but you know, it is what it is. But in regards to COVID, though, I mean, there's a test centre actually. Come on, good boy. There's a test centre, literally where I am. So what we'll do is we'll turn this camera around again, and just over there in Crystal Palace Park, at the Canada Gate entrance, I do believe, which is what this is, you have a COVID-19 testing centre. Now, what I don't understand, and I will show people this in a minute, is there's no photography allowed near there. None at all. None. Look, here's another one. Look. Another one off the lead. But there we go. I mean, it makes no difference that the dog's owner is jogging, but you know, the dog should be on a lead. It's just for common sense sake, really, safety. And I'm waiting for my dog to do another shit. I am waiting for it because he's got a bit of a dicky tummy. And for those of you who don't know what dicky tummy means, it means sick tummy. He's got a bit of a bellyache. But look, there's this. It's unbelievable. I know everyone's allowed their allotted time for exercise and such, and I know people need to walk their dogs. I get that, but when it comes down to it, keep your dog on a lead. Keep your dog on a lead. I mean, look, it's the easiest thing in the world. Look, he's now walking in front of me. I'm quite comfortable with where he is currently. I'm also aware that there are cars behind me, you see, and for as good as a lot of people's dogs are, they don't have great recall. So if I say to Stanford, wait. Stanford, wait. Wait. He will wait for me. Stanford, wait. Here he is, look. So there we have it. I mean, it doesn't take a lot. Oh, look, cyclists. Let's get out of the way. You know, we love cyclists. We do. Cyclists are amazing. You know, all that energy they have, burning it off. I've got to try and swap hands now and sort my hat out because my ear is cold. In fact, you know what? I'm not going to wear. I'm going to take my hat off in a minute. I am. You know, and it's look, another one. What's the point? What's the point? I mean, I'm looking down ahead where those cyclists are because they've cycled into a dead end. I don't know how anyone who cycles in this park can not know there's a dead end down there. You know, it ain't difficult. But there's signs down there. I can see them on the fence. The same sign that's on the thumbnail, really. But what makes a good dog owner? Drop a comment down below, boys and girls. Drop a comment down below. You tell me what you think makes a good dog owner. Let's have a look. We've only got a really small dog, and it's pretty scary when someone's massive dog comes running over to us. Yeah, you see, I understand that. I get that. And the thing is, what makes it worse in that kind of situation, not specifically for you, but for a lot of people who have small dogs, is you'll relate to this, I'm pretty sure. Small dogs have what is commonly known as small dog syndrome, where it doesn't matter how big the dog is that goes up to your little dog will think he's an absolute titan. Your dog will think he or she is the biggest, most bravest dog ever, right? And then what you'll have is like that, right? Or this big dog could be the kindest, most gentlest dog ever, and it will come up to your little dog just to have a sniff, and your little dog's teeth will come out, and all of a sudden you'll hear like that. That's what you'll hear, right? The teeth will come out, they'll lick their teeth like that, and they'll go like that. Little dogs are notorious for that, and all the big dog wants to do is go, but I want to play and have fun. Hello, little doggy. You know, I don't. I find that quite funny, but no, I understand the frustration. Stanford, wait. Let's read some of these comments. I do apologise. The council have finally shut the car park at 40 Hall as loads of cars were going in there. I saw police in there the other day. Are you a Chelsea fan, Chris? Stanford the dog. Funny enough, yes, because his mum's name was Chelsea as well, and she was pure white Staffy, and the deal was, if any white Staffies were born, the first white one was to be called Stanford. We didn't call any of the other puppies Bridge, funny enough, but yeah, that's pretty much what's going on there. My next door neighbours have a husky, and just leave it outside for hours whining. See, that's not fair. That's not fair. In fact, where I live, in the block opposite, there's two dogs that are in that house or in that flat, and I have to this day, after years of seeing those dogs about, never, and I mean this, I've never seen those dogs out for a walk on a lead or just out for a walk anywhere. And that's not fair. That's not fair on the dog. See, dogs should be having as much exercise as they can handle. And I say that because a lot of people seem to think that you should walk your dog 4 times a day. It's disgusting, I think, says Richard H. You know, it's a lot of people with dogs, they've never had a dog, and they think they either need to walk them all the time or they don't walk them at all. There is a balance. There is a balance, you see. Some dogs need lots of exercise, and I can understand and appreciate that. Some dogs may need to go out 4 or 5 times a day, depending on how big they are, depending on their metabolism. You know, I get that. But walking a dog too much can be quite bad for your dog. I mean, let's look at Stanford, for example. Let me turn this camera around. Look at him, look. Stanford, you're probably going to catch him having a poo now, look. But here he is, look, Stanford. He's trim, he's healthy, he's fit. He can run, he can jump. A lot of people think that this doggy is extremely young. This doggy, I can assure you, is anything but young. Stanford, come here. Stanford. Hello, Bubba. You know, look at him. He's 13 human years old. He's 13. He's an old boy, is what he is. He's, in dog years, extremely old. I believe he's in his late 80s or early 90s. Where, either way, he's not a young pup. And I keep him extremely healthy. And how I do that, come on. And how I do that, wait. This is why we keep dogs on a lead. How I do that is with walking him, come on Bubba, good boy, twice a day, and I feed him once a day, and everything else in between is nothing but love and cuddles, is what it is nothing but love and cuddles. He is a family dog. He's older than my oldest son, is my dog. And can Stanford drive a bus? No, sadly not. He is a clever boy, but I think he lacks the arms and legs to drive such a vehicle. But then, there we go. I mean, for my dog in particular, he'll have a quick walk in the evening, he'll have a long walk in the morning, And that does him quite nicely, you see. But I think the trick to it with keeping a dog healthy is not to overfeed them. Don't overwalk them, because later on in life, as I was trying to explain, yeah, let me get back on track. So overwalking your dog can cause a lot of problems later, especially with staffies. They are quite prone to getting arthritis and joint problems. So if you keep walking your dog just because you feel like you need the exercise, later on in life your dog could end up getting quite bad joint problems. And I know a lot of humans have quite bad joint problems, which is why their drug dealers end up having loads of money. But but no, don't overwalk your dog, because it's not fair on them, especially if, like me, you live in a block of flats and the lift might not be working, because then they have to walk up the stairs, and that's another thing. So what I tend to do is, when we're going out, is we walk down the stairs and we go up in the lift, because I'm not gonna... Chris, is that on your route to barking? Funny, barking. Oh, it's a dog's life, isn't it? But yeah, you know, you got to look after your dog. So we'll go down the stairs and up in the lift, and that's just me trying to look out for my dog's well-being. Really, I mean, if I wanted to, I could be out here all day with him, and he'd love that. He would. But overwalking a dog is a dangerous thing, because you don't know how bad it could be for them in the long run, you see. Overfeeding's a no-no. Are you barking or Dulwich? I drive my bus to Dulwich. That's what I do. But don't overfeed your dog. Staffies in particular, all dogs do it, but staffies in particular are by nature scavengers. And they will want anything and everything you have for dinner. It's true. They will want everything off your plate if they think they can get hold of it. So you need to teach them from a very young age, especially if you have a puppy. And this goes for any dog, really, but staffies in particular. Do not give them leftovers. I know it's tempting, because they sit there with their big eyes and they sit there all like, oh, I love you, daddy, like that. Don't do it, because what will happen then is that dog will be having calories that it doesn't need, and instead of you training the dog's actually training you. I noticed this in the park 2 days ago. There was a dog walker, and she was walking this 4-month-old dog. I don't know the breed, but the dog would lay down. The dog would lay down, and she was trying to work on the dog's recall. So instead of calling the dog and then the dog coming and then giving the treat, what the dog was doing was laying down. She would then get the treat out and then call the dog. The dog has then trained that person. I know what I'll do. If I lay down, I'll get something yummy. You see, dogs are not, they're not silly creatures. They are very intelligent animals, is what they are. So this dog was training the dog owner, and this is why we keep dogs on leads. I'm literally doing a video right now about dogs being kept on leads. There are notices all over the park about dogs being on leads, and your dog ain't on a lead. I'm not going to have any responsibility for vet bills. Move your dog away from mine now. See what I mean? Dickhead people. I've been nice about it the whole time. Now I'm starting to get the right hump with it. Honestly. This is why people need to keep their dogs on leads, people. There's a prime example. I'm doing a video about people keeping dogs on leads, and there's a prime example of an idiot person with a dog not on a lead. So there we go. Point proven. Point proven. Game, set, match. Thank you very much. I'm out. Everyone have a wonderful, absolutely wonderful, wonderful day.